Well, police say Janiyah was killed when Powell and another person fired 35 shots into her home on West End Avenue. The coroner says she was hit in the shoulder and severed an artery. 2 other people were also hit in that shooting, another 11-year-old and an 18-year-old. Janiyah was laid to rest just yesterday. So you can imagine this tragedy is having a deep impact on the community. Janiyah Scot's family packed an Anderson courtroom along with community activists as police brought in Stephen Powell, and you can see him right there. He's wearing a bulletproof vest, a lot of tears as officers surrounded him during that bond hearing. Fox Carolina's Jennifer Phillips is live in Anderson outside the police department. So what happened in the hearing, Jen?
Yeah, so a judge denied bond in this case, and now 17-year-old Stephen Powell, he faces a list of charges, and Janiyah Scot's family, they still want answers. So they're asking why. High tension inside this Anderson courtroom as we get our first look at Stephen Powell. Handcuffed, draped with a bulletproof vest, and surrounded by several officers, he didn't say much.
Yes, sir.
The hurt and disbelief are targeted toward Powell, the suspect accused in a deadly shooting that killed 11-year-old Janiyah Scot. So Janiyah Scot's mother, Shella Rice, wanted to ask him a question.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am. Talk to me. Talk. No, ma'am. Talk to me. Talk to me.
I just want to know why.
Well, you're going to have your opportunity to do that.
Bullets pierced this home on West End Avenue and hit Janiyah inside.
She didn't die of natural causes. She didn't, have any type of illness. She died from violence, from a bullet that entered her body.
Thousands attended her funeral. Tracy Fant with Freedom Fighters Upstate says the service seemed so unnatural.
All the cries and the people mourning and her friends there at her casket, just the total visual of it was very, very heartbreaking.
She spoke at the service, one of the hardest things she says she's ever had to do.
My message was a prayer of conviction. I just said that I pray that God convicts the person, their mind, their conscience, for someone to come forward.
Investigators arrested Powell in Spartanburg and charged him with murder and 4 counts of attempted murder.
Prayer works. Prayer changes things. Prayer changes people's hearts and mindsets.
But it's still tough for Janiyah's family to wrap their minds around it all. So Powell has 10 days to request a preliminary hearing, and after that decision, the next court date is expected to be held August 9th. Cody?
And Jen, any idea as far as this investigation? We know possibly one other person is involved, right, according to the chief?
Right, as you mentioned, investigators believe that to be the case because they say they believe at least 2 guns were used in this shooting. So as you mentioned, they believe someone else is involved, and so they are saying that they're looking into that, they're following leads, and so there could be more arrests in this case. Cody?